I want you to listen to this because you need to understand and get this. Sometimes when your spouse is moving differently, acting funny, keeping a distance, it's not always about you. We have a tendency to want to fix them, and we want to get all in the middle of whatever we see them going through. But your spouse is a total individual without you, and they're allowed to be that. All you need to do is show up for your spouse and love them however they present themselves. It's not your job to make them happy or to fix them, as we so often tend to do. But the real problem is we often lash out because our spouses are acting funny and they moving different, and now we want to match energies and whatnot. And that's not what you needed to do. Sometimes your spouse has to go through things and figure things out on their own so that they can do what they need to do for themselves. It might not be about you. You might be the best thing in their lives. So to all of those people who write to me and ask me the $1 million question, how do I make my spouse happy? You don't. It's very simple. You just need to fall back and let them deal with whatever they're dealing with. When your spouse is dealing with an emotional turmoil, the last thing they need is for you to make things worse. You might not be able to make them happy, but you could definitely not make things worse by making it about you. Allow them their space that they need to process it, to figure it out, and let them come to you when they're ready. They'll come to you. If you have that kind of relationship, of course they'll come and talk to you. Now, if it's lasting for way too long, or you see that it's really turning into a real mental health emergency, then of course you can insert yourself and try to get your spouse some help. But let them come to you. You might not be able to make your spouse happy, but don't make their home life even worse than it is. Don't make it worse.